listen to your music?
So It's Over Now
Okay.
is basically the breakdown of a relationship that was got an ongoing relationship, and you've given this person a lot of chances, and you've basically grown as a person whilst you've been with them, but you've also grown apart as well. And it's the realization of knowing that you can't be with him and we can't be with this person anymore because it's not good for your mental health. Even if you love someone, sometimes it doesn't do you any good because you know deep down it's not going to go anywhere. So it's just accepting that, and that song is about accepting it is over, obviously.
Yeah. And how did you write the single? Were you thinking about something at the time, or where did this idea come from?
Personal experience.
Don't tell me this is one of your relationships.
Is it that obvious?
But
Yeah,
yeah.
sometimes, you know what though, Raj? Sometimes I write music for other.
So welcome to the Raj podcast. Obviously, this is your host Raj. We have someone who is very familiar to the podcast. It's Sarah Louise, a country music singer who is making headwaves in country music. And how are you today, Sarah?
Hey, Raj, thanks for having me back.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. And yeah, you've kept really busy. I've seen you've been doing lives on in Chelmsford and all sorts of stuff you've been doing on there. So how have you had the time to do so much stuff?
Well, yeah, I basically get about 4 hours sleep a night if I'm lucky. But the way I look at it is, I can sleep when I you know when I'm in heaven, can't I? Life is for
Hmm.
living. We've got to do everything now. We haven't got time to wait. I don't
Hmm.
have time to watch TV or anything like that because I've always got somewhere to be or something to do, and I like to share my music. I like to release as much music as possible. I'm a little bit addicted to releasing music, actually.
Yeah, no, I can tell that. Yeah, as well. And I've seen your website, which we will put on here as well. Your website, which is as follows:
Oh, thank you.
sarahlouise.biz. Do check it out. I've checked it out quite a few times, obviously, because we've interacted a lot. And it's obviously up to date. Lots of stuff happening. Like you said, you've released a lot of music. You've been very busy. And on that, we will talk about your new music, which you released last month, which I've watched as well on YouTube on your
Oh,
channel today as well, and it's really
which
good. So we'll talk about that and regarding that and stuff. I saw this video on YouTube as well, which I was going to mention. I think you were singing. What were you singing on? Let me think. What was it?
was it recent?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So was it me and the
Can't,
Bluebell
can't,
Woods?
can't help falling in love. Uh,
Oh,
that one.
oh,
I
okay.
think I think I think
Was
you I
that the one
think
that I
you.
sang with Ali Sherlock?
Yeah.
That was in Dublin.
You seem to be outside of M&S.
Mm,
Were you outside M&S?
in
Really?
Dublin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where Ali busks every day.
Really?
Yeah, she's got a specific spot there. That's her spot.
You mean she performs there
Yeah, every day.
every day? Wow.
That's her job. So
Wow.
you've heard of Ali Sherlock, right?
Um, I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not listened to much country music recently.
Well, Ali's not country. Ali Sherlock is a guitarist, and she's been singing outside, busking since she was 12 years old.
Wow.
Her mum died, and her dad said to her, "Right, let's do this for your mum." And they've been busking ever since she was young. She got her GCSEs, but then as soon as she left school, she's just been a professional busker, like every single day. And her dad's her manager.
Has she released any like
Yeah,
music?
she's got albums, and she basically covers her own. She basically sings Michael Jackson songs and like Stevie Wonder. She sings all the like greatest hits, but she sings them all in her style. She gets
Hmm.
professionals to go and sing with her. I think Teddy Swims has actually sang with her now. Because everybody knows of her. So when I went to Dublin, I saw her and I just asked if I could sing with her because, I've got a lot of respect for her really for doing what she loves. And she said, yeah.
Wow.
And her friend Zoe was there and she was playing as well. And we just sang Can't Help Falling in Love. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was. At least I watched it as well, and it was really nice. That was outside. I'm sure M&S had a nice promotion as well on there as well when you were
They
outside.
get a lot of promotion from her.
Yeah,
I
she
hope
must. They must.
she gets free food vouchers from them.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to ask you as well. Did M&S give you any like a free coffee vouchers or anything like
Absolutely not.
that?
But do you know what though? Costa are kind to me. I go busking outside of Costa and they give me sometimes free coffees, bless them.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Because I feel like I sing outside their coffee shop and people come to listen to me sing whilst they're having a coffee. So they kind of give back a little bit, which is very nice.
I was going to ask you about that. What is the inspiration about singing in front of these places? I mean, because you're a full-time singer. No, you're a full-time singer. You're doing pretty well. As your
My
music.
dad says that. He goes,
So
why do you feel the need to be desperate? I was like, it's not desperate. Like,
you don't
you
need to
don't
do
know
it.
how it feels. It feels so good to just be
So
free and not have to sing what people want you to sing. You can sing what you want to sing. I can sing my own music and people can come and see me if they want to. It's just a public place
not
where I
many
can
people,
just share my music.
not many singers do that though. I mean, if I'm not going to name anyone because obviously they will come back on the podcast if I did. So I'm not going to name them because obviously they're very nice people. But in the people who I've chatted to, hardly any of them go live like that. And outside Costa, or it's nothing wrong with it. But I mean, not many people do that.
Yeah,
And
because people like to do lots of editing and they like everything to be perfect. But life is not perfect. Like one of my songs is called Be Real because there's no point in being fake, is there?
that's true.
It really winds
That's
me
my,
up when people spend hours and hours and hours on editing themselves. And I've been a culprit of that. I've spent hours, like when I do because I do children's music as well, and sometimes I do like a video every Wednesday for children, do music videos,
wow.
and then I end up spending hours editing it, trying to get the lyrics to match exactly right. And I'm thinking, what am I doing? This is probably only going to be seen by about 5 people. What is my problem? Just put it out there. Like, if I'm just hanging on to it for 3 hours, trying to sort it out, no one's seeing it anyway. So I might as well just put it out there. Stop stressing.
I don't think that it'll be seen by 5 people though. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration there. I think it'll be seen by a lot of people, to be honest. Your music is really appealing. Um,
Oh,
because I've listened to your music and it is really appealing, your music. And there was a time when I used to listen to a lot of country music and on the not, but the last few weeks it's been a bit hectic, so I've not been able to listen to any music. But when I listen to your music as well, your new single, uh, that was really appealing as well. So has your voice always been like a bit like, or did you have to like make a lot of effort to make it like a country kind of a music? Your voice.
No, I didn't realise until I went. I used to be in a country western band
Okay.
when I was
Wow.
16,
Right.
and I loved the music because everything was about wearing your heart on your sleeve. And I don't know how I did it, but I got into that music, and it was so natural for me to sing. And I had a break from it because I obviously had a daughter, and got into a relationship, and everything just sort of took a back seat because everything was like not as a priority anymore music wise. But then I'm thinking, hang on, music is everything to me. What am I doing? So I got back into it again, started auditioning for loads of different TV shows, went on The Voice, went on X Factor, went on Pop Idol, went
Wow.
on Thing to be a Madonna tribute, and I got into it all again. But when I went on The Voice, they said something to me which made me really think. They was like, your voice is naturally country. Why are you not singing country music? You're a country singer. And I was like, am I? And straight away, I realised who I was. And I don't know why I was
Yeah.
hiding
It
it.
is. It is country music. It is country. When you're singing, you can tell it's country. It is country.
But I've
Um,
been writing funny.
yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, yes.
It blocked a little bit. Yeah. So when I was singing, I did an audition, and they just went, "We love your country voice." And ever since then, I thought, well, you know what? I don't actually mind that other people don't like country anymore because it's in my heart and I can't get rid of it. I write from, like, I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm a very deep person, and country music is very deep. So it
That's
just
true.
it's a genre that suits me because I can be open, and I just like being honest about feelings, and I like putting it into a melody because a melody and the type of instruments that I like to use have a lot of emotion. I love to use cello, saxophone, violin. I love
Wow.
acoustic guitar. Just, I don't know. There's something really beautiful about finger picking and just releasing emotions. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've seen you when you do the lives, and you're with with your guitar, your acoustic guitar and stuff, and it's all natural. You can tell you're enjoying playing the guitar while you're singing and stuff. So, because obviously, like you said, you enjoy doing it. That's why you go live. You go to, like you went to Chelmsford recently. You went to you go to other places as well. You travel on there, and you don't mind, doing it outside of Costa, like you said. Uh, you don't mind doing that kind of stuff, which is good. It's very rare to see that.
Sometimes it's a little bit dodgy if I haven't got any backup.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's why I go live as well, Raj. So I've got CCTV.
yeah, but how safe is it though? I mean, without any security.
Sometimes it's not safe. I will tell you that. Sometimes it's
Hmm.
not safe, and people come up to me, steal money out of my case.
Oh
Like
my word!
like a lot of people. Especially when there's a gang of people, I feel very vulnerable. So sometimes it's quite life threatening. But then other times I have the most amazing day. Luckily, the last few months I've had my friend come with me, and he's really supportive. And the other day I
Yeah.
had some that I'm friends with. He painted me whilst I was singing, and he done a portrait of me, and I was just so grateful. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
And he's going to meet me again in Woodbridge on Thursday. He said he's going to do another painting of something. It's just nice to work alongside another artist. It feels
Hmm.
safer, and I like to go to really nice places like Woodbridge, Sudbury, Felix Stowe, By the Coast. I just like to be surrounded by happy people, because then I can make them happy, they can make me happy. It's just really nice.
Yeah, I think I remember last time you were mentioning that. I think you were mentioning about your daughter that I think you took a break from singing, didn't you? Did you take a break or something from singing?
Yeah, a little while. Yeah,
A
when
little,
I had my daughter, I took a break. I took a few years off because I just wanted to be a mum and just give all of my time to her, really.
yeah,
Because I was never going to get that time back, and I was a young mum. I couldn't juggle everything, and
yeah.
then I was a single mum as well, and it was really hard.
That's hard. Yeah, single mom is hard, and uh, uh, obviously I've got cousins. I've got a couple of cousin sisters who are single moms, so I know where you're coming from, and they tell me when I speak to them how they bring up the children. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. No, single moms.
I did get back into it when she was about 3 years old.
Yeah.
And then I got back into. I actually started teaching.
Right.
Started teaching singing, and then I got into it even more because I was teaching people how to sing. Then I was doing children's songwriting workshops, and I just loved being involved with the children and how the children were writing songs. And I was thinking, this reminds me of what I used to be like. And I was thinking, right, the little me would want the big me to carry on doing this.
Mm.
So then I said to everybody, look, I love what I do, and I love helping your children learn how to be musicians, but I'm not done yet. So I need to come back to this later and do this another time, because I need to concentrate on me. So I was a little bit selfish and was like, right, I'm getting back into this now. I'm not finished. I'm not done.
Yeah, I think you've shared pictures of your daughter. She's quite big, isn't she?
She's quite big. She's taller than me now. Yeah.
No, I couldn't believe when I saw the picture. I was thinking your daughter's probably about 4 or 5 year old, like quite small and stuff. I'm like, when you're both there, and she's taller. I think
You're both there. She's taller than me. She's
she's taller than
22.
you. I'm thinking, is that her daughter? Is that a twin sister?
Oh, what a charmer.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, oh my word, is it me? Am I looking at this correctly here? You know what I mean? I'm like,
she's actually
because
like
Sarah
my
looks.
mum now.
I'm thinking Sarah looks so young herself. She looks so young
Oh,
herself, and and I couldn't believe your daughter was, like taller than me. I'm like, I couldn't believe it myself. I'm like, oh wow,
do you know
wow,
what annoys me though? She eats so much and she doesn't put on weight. And she's so
really?
tall and she's so tanned, and like it's like she has the perfect figure, and she eats anything she wants and still gets away with it. Like, but if I put it in 1 minute on the lips, is straight to my hips. There you go.
I think that's with some people it does happen like that, where if they eat a bit, it adds to the weight very quickly. I think that's one of my mates was saying that as well. Like if he eats a bit, like fatty, saturated fat foods, like lamb and that kind of stuff. If he eats a bit too much of that, it adds
No,
to
well
his weight.
that kind of meat doesn't escape your body for ages, does
It
it?
doesn't. It doesn't. No. No.
No, but yeah, she's like, she acts like my mum sometimes. She's
That's
very
nice.
sensible. She's very sensible. She's got her head screwed on, and she protects me, which is cute.
Yeah, that's really nice. That is nice to have that kind of a bond where your daughter's also looking out for you, and that's really nice to have that. And yeah, I mean, like I was saying, you released the music, and obviously we're doing this special. So getting to your music, actually, I don't want to forget your latest music because this was a special about your music. Which tell us a bit about your music, which you released last month. What is this single about? What can your fans what can they expect when they listen to your music?
So It's Over Now
Okay.
is basically the breakdown of A relationship that was got an ongoing relationship, and you've given this person a lot of chances, and you've basically grown as a person whilst you've been with them, but you've also grown apart as well. And it's the realization of knowing that you can't be with him and we can't be with this person anymore because it's not good for your mental health. Even if you love someone, sometimes it doesn't do you any good because you know deep down it's not going to go anywhere. So it's just accepting that, and that song is about accepting it is over, obviously.
Yeah. And how did you write the single? Were you thinking about something at the time, or where did this idea come from?
Personal experience.
Don't tell me this is one of your relationships.
Is it that obvious?
But yeah.
Sometimes, you know what though, Raj? Sometimes I write music for other people, but this time I'm writing stuff for myself. And if people like it, bonus. But it's basically getting stuff off my chest. This is.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to be honest because it's helpful, and if it helps someone else, then brilliant. But I'm not writing it for other people right now. I'm writing it for myself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And like we put here now, it's over now. It's now available. Amazon Music, Spotify, all good places. Check it out.
Oh,
If you
please listen to it on Apple Music because you know
Apple
we
Music.
get more credited that way. As artists, we
Apple
get more
Music.
noticed.
Do check it out. Apple Music as well. Do check it out on the Apple Music, all the good places, because it is really good. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying it because I've got the experience. I've watched it myself. I've watched it. It's really good. Do check it out and do purchase it. And what is the response? It's been about, what is it, nearly a month? Has it been a month? Just to no.
It was the end of April, and it's been listened to over nearly 3,000 times.
Wow.
And that's amazing for me because I didn't expect that, and because I released the end of March. I released Simply the Best country cover, Tina Turner. I want to release country music.
Oh my word! Wow, Tina Turner. I've listened to Tina Turner when I was growing up. Yeah.
Me too. Like, Tina Turner is one of my idols because she was the first singer I ever saw live in a concert, and she inspired me so much. I was like, I want to be her. I want to be her.
When she passed away, I was totally shocked. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, it just felt wrong, didn't it?
It felt wrong. It felt totally wrong when she passed away because she was such a legend. You know, her music was. I think her music spread across all ages, isn't it? All generations. A bit like a MJ. You know, like a MJ.
That's something that I couldn't accept either when it happened. I was like, no way, he's hiding somewhere.
I was working in a bank customer service at the time in good old Bradford. And I don't know. Have you been to Bradford?
No, I don't think I have.
No, a good job.
I've driven past it actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh my word!
It's up north, isn't it?
I live near Bradford, but yeah, I live in Leeds.
I went to. Where did I go the other day? I went to Birmingham.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I went to Birmingham the other day, but that's not when I drove past Bradford. My geography is really bad. But when I was
Birmingham being famous for the wrong reasons at the moment. Yeah, but
so where is Bradford near?
Leeds.
Yes, I do remember it because yes, my friend Joe lives there, and I went to Manchester, Leeds, Liverpool when I did like a little mini tour there. I remember seeing it on one of the signs. I remember.
I've seen one of your pictures. Was it a picture where you know, because MJ's got this picture, yeah, of one of his music where his heart is covering his face. You've got that as well in one of your singles. I mean, you know, your picture's covering your face like that as well.
Oh, probably. I probably did it by mistake.
But it looks that reminded me of MJ's music as well. You know, one of his singles, because he's got that on one of his single covers.
I do love a hat. I do love wearing a hat.
You do? Oh yeah, you love your hats. I know. I can tell. Because I'm sure every time we've interacted, you've had like a different type of a hat on.
Have
Uh,
I? That's
yeah.
probably because my hair's a mess.
Uh, I bet I'm sure we're gonna have to edit this. But but yeah, I mean, like you were saying, there's only a few music singers I know who have touched nearly every age, and Tina Turner was one of them. MJ was another, but not many I can think of who've touched every generation. You know, uh, on there. But obviously, your country music, your music. How long have you been? I don't know if I've asked you this. I probably have, knowing me. But you've sung for a long time now, haven't you? Has it been a long time?
I've been singing literally about 25 years now.
Wow.
I've been singing. I've been singing in the industry for I've been singing all my life since I was 4 years old. But I've
Oh my
been
word.
I've been a working singer for about 25 years now.
25 years.
But I've
And
only been playing guitar since the pandemic. So
and you're an independent singer, are you? You do it yourself. It's all yourself, isn't it?
yeah, I'm not. I haven't got a label or anything.
Yeah. Is that how you prefer it? What do you think? If you had a
Sometimes
choice.
I wish I did have a label because sometimes I'm very overwhelmed and lots of legal stuff keeps happening and I've got no leg to stand on. Sometimes my songs get cloned and stolen by other people with copyright issues, and honestly, it's just so stressful, the admin behind it. People don't realise how much work's involved in registering songs, making sure you get your royalties. It's just such
Yeah.
a pain in the head.
It
But
is. It is. It is. That's true. That's true.
if I had someone else managing everything, I would literally be depressed probably because I would have to do what someone told me to do and then I wouldn't be being myself anyway. So what is the point?
That's true because what I've heard is you have to do exactly as they tell you to do.
Well, you can see why there's so many. I'm not saying that's why, but there's so many suicides in this industry and so much drug abuse because people can't handle their life has been stolen from them. They literally are a puppet. They have to go where they're told. They have to sing what they're told. They have to look how they're told. They have to lose weight when they're told. Have a boob job when it's just horrendous what people go through. It's an abusive industry. It really is. But we
Mm.
love it. We wouldn't do
Yeah.
anything else. We wouldn't do anything else, would we?
Yeah, so that's true. That's very true what you're saying. That's that you know, the ones who I've chatted to, they've said the same thing, and especially the ones who are doing it full time. They, you know, uh, they're saying that as well. So you don't get any time for yourself, like on a Saturday or a Sunday, no?
Not
No.
really. But my friend has told me she wants me to go to see her on Friday. She's like, I'm not having this. You don't have a gig now, so don't book one in. Like, you've got that Friday free, you're coming to me.
Yeah.
So, but the trouble is, I've been in a situation where I've been offered a gig when I've already had a plan with my friends, and I've said to my friends, I'm really sorry, but I've been offered a gig, and they've been like, Sarah, we don't see you anymore. But I've now had to be strict to myself and think, right, that's a plan. Don't book anything in if I've already planned that out. So I need to get a Google organization calendar now where I literally plan in time with my friends. Otherwise, I'm never going to see them. And it's just as we get older in life. I lost one of my best friends in May 4 years ago. She died of cancer, and we just don't know how long we've got left, and we can't
I
wait. We just
understand
got to
what you're
make memories
saying.
now.
Yeah, I lost a friend which I grew up with when I was about 3 or 4. He was the same age as me,
Oh,
and we grew up together up to about 16, 17. We were like playing around, everything. And then when I lost him, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I spent more time, in the last few years with him. Um,
We just
yeah,
we just don't know.
we don't know. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So it's best to live for the day and try to do what you can do in it. And that's what you can do really. And if somebody
Enjoy
if
things.
somebody is going to be fake and they don't like you, then it is what it is. Just leave it. That's all you can do. So do check out Sarah's music, and her new music is out. Very exciting single. Do check it out. Apple Music, get it downloaded, and I'm sure it's doing well. Do Apple Music have their own charts? Apple Music,
Have their own charts, yeah. They have
music,
iTunes charts, but they used to have
iTunes,
iTunes charts, but now they have Apple Music charts because
Apple
the
Music
iTunes
charts. Right.
iTunes is going to slowly disappear. So it's literally just going to be Apple Music now. So that they're trying to encourage people to have Apple Music subscriptions,
So why is that then?
so that they pay £10 a month and listen to whatever they want.
Oh, right.
And
Is that the
iTunes Store, like in a few years, you won't be able to buy anything. You'll literally only have the ability to stream it.
okay?
So that's
Wow.
what they're trying to do. They're trying to everybody's competing with each other.
Hmm.
Apple, Pandora in America, Amazon, like everyone's competing with each other. Deezer, like they all want your monthly subscription. They don't want you to singularly download stuff. Sad, but
Yeah.
true. But
So
luckily you can still pre-order my song Never All In, which is out on the 23rd. It's only 99 pence.
there you go. You heard it. You heard it here. You've heard it here. Sarah's broken it. Don't forget to get it. Don't forget it to get it for 19p.
That
And
really helps me.
you can't even buy a cheap butty for 99p anymore. You can't. You can't get it.
I don't
And
think you can. You can't even get a Freddo for that, can you?
no. I remember, and this is telling my age now. I remember when you could buy a cheap butty on under a quid. You could buy it. But now you can't get anything for 99p. But Sarah's music is 99 pence, and I'm not joking. It's seriously, it is. So you can purchase your music now. Do check it out, and do let Sarah know on her social media, on her website. She's available. She's available everywhere, to be honest. But she's available Facebook, Instagram, you name it. She's on it. I bet you she's on Snapchat as well.
Oh yeah, but I've really got to come off of there because it's just taking up too much storage on my phone.
So she's available everywhere. Do let her know what you think of her music. Give her feedback. She's always there.
Thank you.
And
If
do
you
let her
do
know.
download it, please take a screenshot and tag me in it because I'll add you to my prize draw. Because I'm
Wow.
actually for the one lucky winner. I'm going to go to a private home in the UK and do a gig for you.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to do because that's
Yeah.
how important it is. If you pre-order an artist's music, it means the world because I know it's only 99p, but honestly, that 99p really makes a difference.
Exactly. It
So
does. It is for independent singers. It does make a difference. And if you do ever perform in Leeds, do let me know as well. Drop me a message. Let me know. Because I am in Leeds and I will
hopefully
definitely
I
come down.
will. There's a place I really want to go to in York called the
Yeah.
45 Vinyl Cafe. Have you heard of that one?
I don't, but I've been to York once, and if you come down York, I will definitely try to come down. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be
But
awesome.
yeah, I will definitely come down. Yeah, in York, it's not that far from Leeds, York, anyway. To be honest, so it's not too far. But yeah, absolutely, that would be great. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there's a lot of people in York who would be looking forward to that. So
Aw.
yeah, absolutely. So is there any plans to do any concerts anywhere at the moment this year?
I'm actually going to be doing a special thing on Sunday, which is a Nashville in the Round. I do
Okay.
it once a month at a place in Essex. I started it last May, And every month, every third Sunday of the month, I do a writers round where I invite 2 guests to sing with me, and we all sing our own songs, and we sit on stools and we literally unplugged and we just sing from 3 till 6 p.m.
Right. Okay.
And I do that every third Sunday. And I'm also going to be at Country Call In
Wow.
in Essex, which is a really popular country music festival. It's literally, it was at Essex Barnes last year, but now it's in Chelmsford at Hyde Park. So
Okay.
it's going to be amazing.
So you're doing a
Not
little,
Hyde Park. What am I talking about?
you're doing
Highlands
a
Park.
little, you're doing a little mini Essex tour. It looks like here.
Woo, woo. Yeah, why not?
And whereabouts are you based yourself? Are you
Now
near
I'm Suffolk. Now I'm based in Suffolk.
Suffolk?
I was an Essex
Well,
girl, but now I'm a Suffolk girl.
I'll just pretend I know where that is, but
So
because
you must have heard of Felixstowe.
the only place I've heard of, and I'm not joking, is London, Nottingham, Birmingham.
Felixstowe is a port, so I thought you might have heard of it because people go to France from there.
Well, I've
Have you
definitely
heard
not
of
been.
Norwich? Have you heard of Norwich?
I've heard of it, but this is where I've hardly been anywhere in the UK. Let's be honest. But
Okay.
I've been to a few places, but I've not been recently. I've not been anywhere around the UK.
Well, I recommend coming to Norfolk and Suffolk because it's really beautiful. The fields are lovely, the beaches are lovely, the people are lovely. It's just so nice. It's just so friendly.
Absolutely. Suffolk. So you're based in Suffolk, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Wow. Wow. And what is the music in Suffolk anyway? Do they listen to country music? What do they listen to?
Yes, exactly. And have you ever heard of Maverick Festival?
Not really.
No, well, the thing is
been
about
to.
Suffolk. You do know Ed Sheeran's from Suffolk, right?
I know of Ed Sheeran, but I don't know where he's based from. No,
Right.
sorry.
So he basically lives 20 minutes from me.
Wow.
And you know what? I went all the way to Florida to see him, but I could have just gone up the road.
I know you could have just pretended that you needed some sugar or something.
No, the thing is though,
Like back in the days.
everybody in Suffolk, not everybody, but the majority of Suffolk musicians are literally acoustic, and it's real raw music. You can find so many musicians here that are really folky, shanty, some real folky acoustic. Like there's a festival called Folk East, and that's in Lowestoft, and that is amazing. It's literally pure folk music. There's no, like, most of it isn't even amplified. It's literally just drums, like a cajon, which is like a little, like basically a sit on drum, and it's people use maracas, and it's like it's just amazing accompaniment that people have, and then that like have a trumpet, and it's just, so the music is literally fresh. It's like campfire style music. So there's so many festivals in Suffolk that I want to get to, like the Maverick Festival, Latitude. Have you heard of Latitude?
You lost me now, but
Anyway, I totally recommend all the festivals.
if I do listen to your recommendations, and I do remember this because I know how bad my memory is. But anyway, if I do listen to this and I do come to Suffolk, you'll be the first one to know.
And you'll be like, Sarah, why didn't I come here ages ago?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I'll have to put that in my list of visiting places for sure.
Yeah, you will.
On there, yeah. Because I mean, but that's the thing, there are so many places. UK looks like a small place, like an island, but there's so many places in the UK as well.
There really is. I mean, you could probably travel around it in about a year, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but you could literally, you could put the UK in Australia about 100 times.
You could, yeah. You could, yeah, definitely.
Well, probably more than that.
You could put the UK in India in about 4 or 5 times, yeah, as well, because the country size and so. But it's Lots of exciting stuff. So what is the plan for this? For obviously we're in May now. What is the plan? Are you releasing more music? You said you're busy with
So
music.
I'm releasing one cover song, which is called a country cover, which I've made a little collection called Lost in Country, which is going to
Okay.
be the album at the end of the year. I'm going to release an album just before Christmas, which has got all my country covers on. So you've got Titanium on it so far, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, Simply the Best, another song by Lady A, What If I Never Get Over You, and another
Wow.
song that's coming, which I still haven't recorded because I've had a sore throat, so that's going to be a little bit delayed. But it's the Police, Every Breath You Take. That's a secret, but never mind, I've told you now.
Okay.
So that's coming out. And next month I've got another
There you
cover
go.
coming out as well. But there's lots of covers going to come out once a month, and there's a new original coming out every 6 weeks.
Yeah, and don't forget that Sarah Louise has her own YouTube channel, which is expanding. It's got over 3K subscribers.
Oh,
And
thanks for noticing that.
I have no. I notice loads of stuff sometimes, in those
Oh,
days. But yes, you got loads of subscribe. Do subscribe to the channel because it's updating every day with stuff. And is there any? Have you released any? Do you do any like filming on music videos for your singles and
yes,
stuff?
I've got a new music video coming
Yeah.
on the 23rd of May. The same with Never All In. There's a music video coming for it, and
Wow.
Ben Newton, who's the guitarist for the song, he's actually in the video.
Oh, excellent.
Because
I'm definitely gonna.
the instrumental in the song is about a minute long, and I wanted him to feature in it because he's done so well with it.
Absolutely, I'm sure I'll know a bit because I get so many Sarah Louise notifications anyway. So, so I'll know when it comes when it comes on. Hopefully,
Just tag me again.
so it's yeah. So I'm sure I'll notice straight away when it comes. So so do check it out. It will be releasing very soon, and you've heard some breaking news from Sarah already, where you've not heard anywhere else. So do check it out, Sarah Louise, on her website, which is very good and all up to date. And I'm sure you will be touring other places as well.
I
Any
would
plans
love to
to?
do. I would love to. I mean, we're supposed to have a show in London on Thursday night, but it's been cancelled because there wasn't enough tickets sold, which is really sad.
What?
Because the
What's
thing
happening?
is,
What's happening with people? Are people losing their minds? They are not just buying tickets for you. What's going on?
well, it's really sad because I've had rehearsals for this gig. I was really excited about it. Got new
Oh
songs that
my
I'm going to
word.
share, but it's everything happens for a reason, and obviously,
Mm,
but I think I'm going to plan some shows in Suffolk, and there's a place in Bury St Edmunds called the Apex Theatre, which I'm looking into hiring out for a show because it seats a lot of people, and I want to do a big show because I want to do a gig with a band so that my music can get heard in that way, because I love a live show. I love doing things live, as you know.
yeah, you do. Oh yeah, you do. I've noticed that. I've noticed that a lot over the since I've known you for the last few years. I've noticed you do love live anywhere, anywhere. Don't be surprised if you see outside your shopping center. Don't be surprised.
Well, I don't go live in my bathroom. That's one place I don't go live.
Yeah, exactly. Ian, definitely not. But yeah, it's very exciting, and I'm hoping that you will come down to Leeds as well very soon, and obviously, and perform there. And what about the Leeds O2 Arena?
That would be awesome. How
That
many
would
does
be
that hold?
awesome. I don't know how many. I think it's quite a lot. Quite a lot of capacity, though. Yeah,
Because hasn't Jade Halliwell performed there?
I think so. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Hmm.
So
I will say Bradford because we don't have any arenas in Bradford, but I don't think we do have anything in Bradford where we can host anything. But Leeds definitely, and on there. But yeah, do check it out. And if you are in London and you didn't purchase a ticket, what were you thinking? And you need to be doing it
I think
because
people wait till the last minute, but then they lose out. So
yeah, don't lose out. Do check it out. That rhymed as well. But do check it out. It is sarahlouise.biz. Her social media is on there as well. You can follow her. She's on everything. Like I said, uh, so
you can find me at Sarah Louise Music on YouTube.
exactly everywhere on YouTube. You can subscribe to her channel, get all the notifications when you music videos, everything all up to date. Do check it out. And wishing Sarah nothing but the best, like always,
Oh, thank
on
you.
there. And obviously, I'm sure we will interact like we always do on Insta. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Sarah, for taking out the time. I know you're very busy, 24/7. Thank you for coming on,
Well, thank you for inviting
and
me.
wishing you the best for your single and for your music coming this year. I'm sure it's doing really well on there. And how hard is it, or how easy is it to get your music on a radio station and stuff?
Well, it's easier if other people request it because people just think all you do is big yourself up.
Hmm.
But if you don't big yourself up, then who is going to?
Ah, right, okay.
So it's
So
basically
to get onto like like what was I gonna say now? The
magazines,
no, I mean the radio station, the ones which play music. Which ones?
country line.
Is it Country Line? The BBC one, BBC, was it BBC
Oh
something?
yeah, BBC introducing.
Yeah, these kind of places, yeah.
Yeah. You just have to keep uploading. You're allowed 2 uploads a month.
And they play your music.
No, they look at your music. If they like it, they'll play it. But you literally get 2 uploads a month, and they look into it. You're lucky if they even look at it.
Really?
Yep. But what's
Right.
good is if you get in the top 10 of the charts, then the radio companies look at the charts and go, right, we'll play that, and that, because it's the top 10.
Oh, right. Okay.
So the trick is get in the charts and you get on the radio automatically. So by people downloading your music, that's how you get noticed.
That's why I've seen artists on X saying, yeah, get my music. That's the reason.
Yeah, because otherwise we're just literally get filtered in a massive funnel of music into nothing. And the thing is, independent artists do not get seen because they can't afford to be seen because there's so many PR companies that are paying thousands and thousands of pounds to stay at the top. So they'll
That's
have
true.
people paying money to download all the music just so that the algorithms push them up.
Yeah, and then the independent singers, they don't have that money to do that.
And then what happens, because I mean, I was literally so happy when Rosa Parks Boulevard was next to Keith Urban, Shania Twain. I was like, oh my God. But because I literally was stupid and tagged Keith Urban in my post and said, look, Keith, I'm with you. Keith Urban's manager would have seen that, thought, well, we can't have that. We need to get him back up. So they would be like, push, and Sarah's down the charts. I brought it to their attention. Stupid. But never mind, I've learnt the hard way. Just be quiet and humble and just love it and just don't go on and go, look at me.
Exactly. I'm sure it's going to happen. I'm sure it will happen, and I'm sure you will get to right to the top of the charts. I'm sure that's going to happen very soon.
Thank you for your faith. I hope so, but it's very difficult. Beyonce's there a lot now.
There is a saying, nothing is impossible, everything is possible. So it can happen.
Do you know what impossible is? I'm possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing on there. And with that, obviously, I know we've gone over. This was going to be a special, and this ended up having a long session. But I think we always do that anyway when we chat. We always have a long session. But yeah, it's good. It's always good. It's always good to have you on. So thank you very much, Sarah. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you,
Sarah's website link is on the description of the chat, so do check it out. It is on there as well. We will make sure it's on there. So do check it out if you don't see it here, because it is on here, but it's on the description as well. do check it out, and do check out and subscribe to our channel, and we will be back very soon with some more programs. So until then, keep well, and we will see you soon.
Thank you.